For some people, she's an icon of the left. For others, she's simply impossible. A proclaimed communist, Sahra Wagenknecht is a member of the European Parliament and poster girl of the radical members of the Left Party. Wagenknecht, a graduate in economics, has just brought out a new book, an analysis of the global financial crisis from a Marxist perspective. She sees the fundamental problem as the capitalist system itself. Capital must be removed from power, and the key to its removal is pressure from the people, in which democratic elections play a rather insignificant role.
A lot of politicians promise one thing before an election and do something else later. The system only has eyes for the top 10,000 people and their interests. Compared to elections, strikes are a far more direct means of putting pressure on the system.
But this is by no means the official party line. In August, Bodo Ramelow stands a chance of becoming the Left Party's first state premier in the state of Thuringen. Like the rest of his party, he has classic left credentials, fighting against a rise in right-wing extremism, for example. But events like this one ultimately show which direction Bodo Ramelow and the party have chosen. Pragmatic, willing to work together with other democratic parties, and now part of the political establishment, in Eastern Germany at least.
Here in Thuringen, we're a regional, broad-based party. On some of the local councils, we're the largest or second largest party. We have to provide answers to practical issues, garden allotment associations, clean water, mundane bureaucratic things, as well as the issue of mass unemployment.
Banalen Themen wie Regenwassereintragsgebühr kümmern, genauso wie das Thema Massenarbeitslosigkeit.
Sahra Wagenknecht has other concerns. Her radical stance and assertiveness have made her an influential voice within her party. She and others want to see the party shift further to the left. Wagenknecht is skeptical of power-sharing options as seen in Thuringen, because they involve working with the Social Democrats.
The question is, does the Left Party have an authentic left-wing and solid profile? If it turns into a bunch of weaklings who follow the Social Democrats, then it will become superfluous.
But impressive words alone do not win elections. Bodo Ramelow does not want to see his party becoming entrenched in its current state, in opposition. Getting the left into power means finding a coalition partner, and currently the only option are the Social Democrats. He thinks they would need to make compromises.
I don't want to fight the SPD or make them superfluous. I'd like to see the SPD become proper Social Democrats again. With the right election result in Thuringen, I could make the SPD keep the promises they made to voters. Together, we would improve things.
Sahra Wagenknecht is no stranger to these debates. In the 1990s, the predecessor party, the PDS, was in coalition governments in various states. She saw the resulting coalitions as a crime, and one that must not be repeated by the new party.
The Left Party now is in a more established position in Western Germany and among the unions. It also has a far clearer left-wing, anti-capitalist and anti-neoliberal profile. Back then, the old PDS helped introduce the privatization of housing and also supported policies that opposed the unions. That wouldn't be acceptable to most people in today's Left Party. And that's a good thing.
Addressing grassroots issues is important in regions like Thuringen. The people here are conservative, and by Eastern German standards, the economy is performing well. But Bodo Ramelow is confident that the Left Party can succeed at the ballot box and points to the experience of similar parties elsewhere in Europe.
In Iceland, the left deposed the Conservatives after 60 years in government and now have the task of rebuilding and revamping the rotten state system. In Italy, our partner party was engaged in an ideological argument over symbols and emblems and then voted out across the country. So while you have your dogma sorted out, it means being out of government.
The debate over form and content has only just begun within the Left Party, and its outcome depends to a great extent on how well pragmatic politicians like Ramelow perform in elections, and whether voters want more than clever words of protest.